And I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So question, given that black people, are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people?
In what, today's time or historically?
No, sir. Historically.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but anything could be used in a positive and negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people. You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people. So it depends on the person, and that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
When teachings of Jesus are pure, however, in the hands of Caucasian white males.
That's not true, because I know some good Caucasian white men.
Jesus,
and I know some bad Caucasian white men.
Given that black people...
on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So question, given that black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people?
In what, today's time? Or everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
When teachings of Jesus are pure, however, in the hands of Caucasian white males.
That's not true, because I know some good Caucasian white men.
Of Jesus,
and I know some bad Caucasian white
males.
That's not true, because I know some good Caucasian.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, Yahawashi, Hashem, Rakwa, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yashrala. This is Brother Kawakal coming at you in a lesson. Today's lesson, I want to go into this. I played a few parts multiple times because I wanted to further illustrate a specific point which was where this guy, he immediately, it was like he didn't even let the man finish asking the question. He just immediately stopped and said, "Oh no, it's fine. I don't believe that. No. You literally heard that in his." That was so funny. I'm sorry. You have to listen to this again.
However, in the hands of Caucasian white males.
That's not true, because I know some good Caucasian white men.
Jesus,
and I know some bad Caucasian white men.
That he was so quick. He was so quick to defend them. That shit is hilarious to me. It's so funny. Flocky, but basically the thing here, and I almost forgot the topic that I was going to talk about. But basically, the thing here is how you are always going to have these raccoons that are going to be going around here and finding some way to defend Esau. And I think this is one of the more funnier examples I've seen. And the thing here was when the dude asked the question, he just went into a whole like irrelevant tangent. Like, okay, sure you can say that anything can be weaponized, anything can be used for negative reasons and stuff like that. But he's just so hyper fixated on defending Esau as if his life fucking depends on it. And that's I accidentally clicked on the thing, and that's the thing that I find so like baffling to me. But at the same time, I understand it. Let's actually get this first. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And the thing here is, I kind of do see how these atheists talk, because I didn't even really realize it until now, but I guess they did have a point in the sense of saying that these black Christians, or more specifically black atheists, but these black Christians are extremely like being manipulated in the sense of literally Esau can do no wrong, or let's keep on loving Esau, love our enemies, love this, that, or whatever, and stuff like that, rather than actually looking at things at through an objective lens and stuff like that. And hence why you have someone, Slocky, hence why you end up with someone like this, who is an incredibly big freaking manlit man-child. I think he's short. I don't know about that. But I was even talking about short height. I meant to say manlet in the sense of childish behavior, childish tendencies. That's what I actually meant to say. So the main thing here is he's acting like a freaking child, because I saw more of this interview, discussion, podcast, whatever, where this dude wasn't even sitting next to him initially. He had to get up in his face and talk to him like a freaking child, because this dude didn't understand how when someone asks you a question, when you have to answer it like a freaking like an adult. Like, how is it that people, and that's the thing with specifically speaking as man, from my experiences, what I've seen when it comes to these raccoon jakes specifically, obviously Esau does have his fair share of wickedness and childish behaviors, but I want to I'm specifically talking about these types of jakes where when it comes to certain topics and stuff like that, they get extremely passionate about. They become extremely like overly emotional and childish in the sense, like they're willing to, like this guy basically is willing to openly disrespect another so-called black man. But when it comes to just the discussion of talking about the evil that Esau did, then he's ready to fight. He's ready to say all manner of evil and wickedness towards anyone that even so much as speaks remotely ill towards Esau, Edom. All right, so like this is a very telling, what's the word, behavior analysis, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the term analogy to use, but this is a very telling thing to see how this dude was asked a question. This dude was spoken to like this guy was giving him respect as a human being, as a man, all that stuff, and then this guy just completely tosses that away, and it's like he's not looking at him as a human being. He's looking at I think it's like the Uncle Ruckus effect, kind of a bit like that. I think that's the best way to describe it, because the thing was, Uncle Ruckus, it's weird, but Uncle Ruckus, he claims that he thinks that he's a white person, but he doesn't act like he thinks that he's a white person. He acts like a so-called black person, because I think that's what Aaron Magruder was actually intending. I think at the introduction of Ruckus, he was supposed to just be a self-hating black man, and he kept the fact that Ruckus is a black man, a 100% black man, because that's what the DNA test showed, that he is definitely a black person, a black man. But the thing is that he's acting as if he's a part of the darkies, or a part of the black people, whatever. Slocky, Uncle Ruckus in the brain, darkies came out, but basically, as a result of that, he's acting as if he's black as well, but he's trying to, act in a sense of civilized black rather than, quote unquote, his perception of white. So as a result of that, that's why I translate that onto him when I speak like that, because he is thinking that he's white himself, he's a part of them, even though he is clearly not, and I'm pretty sure he subconsciously and unconsciously, subconsciously, whatever you want to call it, might perceive himself as, yeah, I know I'm a black person, but I'm a part of that. I'm a part of them. They love me. They love this, and or I'm an honorary white type type shit, and hence the term that I use, the Uncle Ruckus, in terms of that, where they might internalize that, oh yeah, I'm an honorary white, but obviously I'm not actual white and whatnot, but he's associating himself that, hence why probably he's in this type of what's the word, space. But Slocky about that, I didn't mean to do this whole psychoanalyzation thing. I just, sometimes the spirit flows and I want to get this off my chest. Even though I don't know too much about him, from what I have seen this type of behavior from other places too. But the main thing, getting back on topic, is how he is so quick to defend Esau Edom. All right, so as a result of that, let's go back to Isaiah 30, verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to shrink themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. The thing about this, even when it comes to so-called Christians, more specifically, they claim that, oh yeah, I love Yahweh, I love the Lord, I love this, I love that, whatever, or I'm a Christian, I'm God-fearing, whatever. But the reality of it is that their love for the Lord, or their love for what they perceive to be the Lord, is still at its core a love for Esau. All right, and the reason for that is because their Christian belief is not based on the scriptures. It's based off of what Esau tells you is in the scriptures, which it is something else altogether. All right, hence why you got people that say, oh, God loves everyone, this and the third, or stuff that is just unscriptural, and it does not correspond or correlate with the scriptures. All right, or with the biblical teachings. Now, with that being said, where was I at? Oh yeah, so let's go on down to Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10. Let's go to verse 11. Get you out of the way, turn aside from out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise his word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and instant. Basically, the thing here is that because our people, they're more willing to listen to Esau Edom, they're trusting in oppression, perverseness, and perverting judgment. Perverseness and perverting judgment, as in Esau did something evil, and Christians will say, oh yeah, that's all water under the bridge. They don't care about any of that type of stuff, where that is not what the scriptures would say. When it comes to judgment, when did the Lord say that he's just going to allow things to just be unfair, wicked, evil, and for our oppression to continue as it is? All right, that's literally the main thing, where we are constantly going through our oppression without any respite. All right, I think that's the term, or any deliverance from it, where we just have to keep on dealing with all the crap that not only Esau puts us through, but just we have to go through in general. All right, from our own people as well. All right, so that's why henceforth it's going to be, or that's why, Slocky, that's why trusting in oppression, and being Christian in general, it is Christian by modern terms. It's not anything that you want to do because you are against what Yahawashi said. All right. So as a result of that, basically, let's move on to the next one. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, and put darkness for light and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. All right. Yes, I'll just keep on reading. Verse 21, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. So basically the thing here is that, you have people that are going to call evil good and call good evil. All right. We are telling our people to repent. We are telling our people, what YAHAWAH said. We're telling our people what the scriptures say, but you have these people, Christians or certain black Christians, that completely go against what the scriptures say. All right. Hell, I kind of want to say all black Christians, for the most part, or all that openly profess, all right, or go against the Israelites, whatever. But yeah, like this is the type of stuff that you want to abstain from, or distance yourself from these types of people, because there is the reality of it is that if we as so-called black people or Israelites in general did wrong, then they would take it all the way through. They would demonize, say all manner of wickedness towards us for the stuff that a few of us did or one of us did. But when Esau as a whole nation put us in slavery and did all manner of evil and wickedness towards us, that's all water on the bridge. God tells us to forgive and all that stuff, and it's never changed. That's never changed, where we are held to a higher standard. We have more restrictions on us. But Esau, there's barely any restrictions. He barely has any responsibilities needed or sought after for him. All right. Next, Proverbs 26, verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. And that's the thing where he again, people like this talk like this. They might sound good. They might sound righteous, or they might sound like they want to be fair. But in actuality, it's evil. Like you can see if you saw more of this interview thing, whatever it's called, podcast, you would hear how anytime and I think he even literally said, say one thing wrong about the white man. He literally asked him to say one thing that not Esau, but he said white man. Say one thing that the white man has done wrong, and he literally was incapable of doing. He literally couldn't. It was eating away at him that he just could not fathom saying anything bad about his white slave master. All right, like that's how deep ingrained Esau has dug his claws into Jake. All right, so yeah, that was basically, I just want to make this lesson how you have these raccoons, and for the most part, a lot of so-called black Christians I'll say most black Christians that are basically like this. They will set a standard, or let a Jake kill their family member, let Jake kill or do something bad to them, and then they will expect justice. But when Esau does it, let's have forgiveness. Let's seek forgiveness. We forgive you. This, that, and the third. Even, and I'll end it off with this, where there was this one police officer. I think it was an Edomite police officer, a woman Edomite police officer that had killed this one Jake, and I think the brother or the son, I forgot who it was, but the brother of the son said, I forgive you, and he went and hugged the killer of his brother, which I was just baffled by that. I don't know. But yeah, with that, praise us, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, SHAMAIWAN, by Shem, Quadash, double honesty, the elders and apostles, great millstone, above the ball, and Shalom.